If you have negative
Sure.
thought patterns, if you are a negative mindset, and talking more so not about mental health, but more about like character, personhood, if you really are a person that, tends to gravitate toward the negative, and it's more of like a personal issue on yourself, on having to remove some things from your heart, I can see how that can definitely affect your body. I mean, this not being well isn't going to make that look and move very well.
Right.
But this moving well can definitely help that. And there's tons of literature talking about brain-derived neurotrophic factors, so BDNF, and how that helps neuronal cells, oxygenation of the brain in itself. And there's tons. And best way to say it is use it or lose it, right? You don't use your body, you don't move. Your movement is, even if it's just a brisk walk, I mean, it has benefits. People are saying that you can have a meal, and not even just physically, but metabolically. Have a meal, go for a short walk, and your blood glucose comes down. So movement, but not overtraining, because that's another aspect. But movement in itself, even if it's just yoga or maybe high intensity one day, or maybe strength training, just a walk, is all great.
The one thing about when the cold hit in 2020 and we all got told to sit inside, stay away from people, right? Don't go to the gym. You can go to your big box stores. They can make the money, but the mom and pops shut everybody down. I'm sure you can tell where I sit on all that stuff.
Yeah.
But when the cold came out, a lot of people were like, well, okay, I'm going to stay inside. Took a lot of people out of their active habits, whether it was walking or running or doing whatever it was outside. Have you seen an increase in terms of patient volume since the cold came out? Because people were away from work, maybe they were home alone or with people, but they maybe had more time to realize that something was wrong?
Oh, yeah. I've seen dramatically an increase in people come with a lot. I mean, I feel like that period of time brought out a lot of healthcare questions in general. I think people saw a lot of the value of movement and socialization and just being out and about. And so I think the one positive thing is I do feel like a lot of people started questioning, like, do I live my healthiest life? Mm-hmm. And I think a lot of people said no. And so I think a lot of people are starting to realize, oh, well, what are the things that I can do for myself then? And that's where the lifestyle has been brought into a lot of people.
Right, because you get one life with one body, with one brain. Mm-hmm. If someone told you that whatever car you drove here to the studios in was the only car you get for the rest of your life, how much more religious would you be about getting those tires rotated and balanced, changing that oil, washing and waxing that thing, making sure that in 50 years or 60 years, it's still there and it's still doing what it needs to do. And yet our bodies, we only get one, man. And we're throwing down what they brought in, or Cheetos, or a pizza, or...
And the thing is like, that's
Diet
so
Red
funny.
Bull, or whatever.
I used to be a Monster person.
Yeah?
I regret it. But the thing is like, when you're in that, and because we talked about previously, like when you've had a head injury versus when you haven't. And so when you haven't had any brain concerns at all, at least nothing that you've like really noticed, and you kind of going through life and you don't really realize, I got something in here, it's my noggin. You kind of live life unknowing of your consequences 24/7, and then you see advertisement and you see commercials, and everyone looks happy when they're eating a Cheeto. Everyone looks happy when they're drinking a Coca-Cola.
Yeah, it's called marketing.
Yeah, marketing. And so like it can be so hard to do that mental mindset, especially if you have a family that is much of the same mindset, that doesn't really eat healthy, that doesn't really try to do that stuff. It can be such a difficult thing, because I've spoken to people that they truly believe, and in health, I guess, is for everyone to determine, but they truly believe, well, I'm not that bad because I only drink Coca-Cola twice a day every day. And I don't do these other things. But it really is, I feel like there's something criminal about the marketing that they're doing and the way these things are being falsely advertised, because it's making people believe that they're making the best choices.